Hello everybody, my name is Geko, and today we're playing some more Territorial.io. Before we get into it, I'd like to thank everybody who participated in the League of Clans event we had this weekend, as well as everybody who worked behind the scenes. I think it worked out pretty darn good, and I expect that we're going to see more events like this in the future. I know that the people that ran the event are already working on how they can make the next event even better, so we'll definitely hear more information about that in the coming weeks. I'd also like to give a shout out to Bertold, a member in our community who's quite active. He has been grinding away, and at the beginning of the event, he did make it to 10th place on the leaderboard, and I wanted to give him a little shout out for that, for working out so hard, getting the grind on, doing a good job. So good job, Bertold, there. And make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the near daily content. And the more likes I see, the more I know that's what I should be doing. Let's get on with it. I didn't see them place down their piece. Going for about 45%. Watching my ticks up here. And I won immediately. Dang. Okay, now we're off to a game. Okay, so kind of like right here. I might try to go like more like right here even. It's a little bit more to the east than I should go, but the space that it gives me, and I did not see them put down a place, going to about 45%. Watching my tick bar up here, there's 10 ticks per cycle, just like that. You see the white bar end there. I'm going about halfway, and then expanding because I want to finish expanding by the time that the white bar hits the top, because that's when you get your income points. That third one I just did was a little bit late, but I think maybe we got it. And that was definitely late because I stuttered with my finger. I got lots of space to work with here. This is great. And our opponent is in second place right now. They barely pushed up into first place for a moment there. And now that things are starting to close off, I'm watching my attack bar right here to make sure that I don't need to reinforce. Ooh, I might be able to squeeze out. Ooh, and I was watching that bar the whole time. I did not need to reinforce, so that's great. So we're going to go to about probably more like 15 to 20%. And I'm just letting my points build right now. I'm going to go ahead and start going now. I waited a little bit longer than I should have there. But that's all right. Our opponent is just down below us. And they do have more land right now. I might be attacking a little bit aggressive on the amount of troops that the bots I'm attacking have. 4-4 or 4-7-7, that was a good one there. 9-4-4, oh, that was actually a really good one. At first it wasn't, but it turned into one. I am trying to work off to cut him off a little bit. I think I have a lot of ability to cease his growth. At this point, I definitely want to be attacking at least 3 bots at a time. Not necessarily at least, but I would rather be a little bit too aggressive rather than a little bit too passive. I also want to make sure that I'm working up behind me too. I don't want to just focus on cutting him off. Definitely get rid of that guy. And I definitely have the ability to handle this. He's close to the number I am in points, but I have a lot more land than he does. And I have cut him off pretty well so far. I'm going to go ahead and work on my back a little bit more. Maybe even take out Italy here. Keep my land up high. We're still about the same amount of points, but that's going to change pretty soon here due to his lack of land. I could be attacking him right now, but I'm just being a little extra safe because he is doing a really good job of maintaining his point structure. Now I'm definitely pushing pretty darn close to twice his points. So I'm about ready to attack right now. If I have 2 million points and he has 1 million points, I want to attack him with 1 million points. I'm going to take away half of his land, basically. Well, I guess not. Huh. But either way, the system still works. I was just wrong with my measurement on how much space I would take up. But I'm okay to just keep pushing at this high rate. There's no way that he can recover right now. But I am absolutely able to recover with a 2.26 and going up interest. And he knew it was over. He left the game. I should have given a handshake a little bit earlier just to be sure. But that does push us up to 111.5. It's worth noting that I didn't get very many points because he had a significantly lower score than I did. If I went up against somebody who had the same score as me and won, I would have gotten a lot more than 1 point. But likewise, if I lost, then he would have gotten a lot more than 1 point from me. And he decides to go up there. I like the idea of going right here then. He could be... he's probably not baiting me with a score of 25. Oh, he's trying to move over a little bit. It did throw me off a little bit, but not enough. We're going to go for 45%. And watching our balance bar up here with the tick bars on either side. Trying to expand about halfway. Sometimes I go a little bit early, sometimes I go a little bit late. You can refine this to the point where you want to finish your growth. You want to start your growth as late as possible and finish it as close to the top tick as you can. The longer that you're holding off, the more interest you're getting, and you want to get as much land as you can on your 10th tick when you get your income payout. And I'm going to go ahead and I don't need to expand because I'm watching my bar up here. I can see my attack bar, how many points we're up for attack. I'm saving my points right now. I don't really want to spend them. I'm going for about between 15 and 20% attack, but I'm waiting. And I'm going to go ahead and go now. It's a little ways to wait at that point, but at the same time, it's just building up my points, my overall balance because of the interest rate. The interest rate gives you a lot more points, or can give you a lot more points than your income. In the very beginning, your income is actually really important. But after a certain point, income doesn't make that much of a difference on your overall balance. Now, I'm mostly trying to work my way down right now because that's where all of the most precious land is, but I am going to make sure that I'm still working my way up. This guy does not seem to be expanding very much, so he's probably not going to be too much of a risk. I already actually have enough points that I could just take him out right now, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just work my way to him. It'll be relatively easy just to take him out. Especially, yeah, he's sitting... I'm going to wait. Okay, now, yeah, right there. Sitting really low at points there, not a good idea. Definitely a quick way to die. I've already taken enough land from him that it's going to damage him too much. I'm not going to bother with attacking him back right away. But I am going to go ahead and boost up my attack a lot, wait for his attack to finish, and then drop it in. Now you can see with my attack bar, I'm at 150,000. He's got 27,000. I basically win right now. I better give him a handshake. Good game. Oh, he did survive. I'm not gonna play games with him though. Be respectful to your opponent. There's no point in drag. Like at that point, there'd be no way for him to win. Like I'd have to give him the game for him to win. So it's more respectful to go ahead and just end the job than it is to play with him. So, and we got a little bit of point there. Not a lot, but a little bit more, and a second win for the game here. I do hope that we come up across somebody who has like above 60 points. Hopefully not like Arthur Oko, who has 304 points. That would be really devastating. I am not skilled enough to get there yet. I'm getting better, but I'm not skilled enough yet, that's for sure. And we're off. So I'm liking this area over here of openness. Oh my goodness, really? I would happily go right here and block you off. But he could be psyching me out. Maybe I'll go here so I have more ability to grow. I'm going to go for 45, watch my tick bar. Try to expand as late as possible, but I want to make sure I finish expanding. That was late again. I want to finish expanding by the time we hit the 10th tick. I don't want to still be expanding like I'm about to do it again. Sometimes when I get my rhythm off, I just ruin every time. Okay, so that was decent. It could have been better, but that was decent. Halfway, finished expanding by the 10th tick. That was a good one. That was a good one right there. Now, as we're starting to close off, I'm watching my borders, making sure I still have openness. I'm being sure to watch for my attack bar up here so I can see how many points I have. I know I should reinforce just in case right now, because you don't want the attack to stop. You want it to push all the way through, barrel all the way through. Then drop down to 15 to 20% area. I'm watching my time. I'm waiting for at least 50 seconds, but if I can make it to like 58 or even like 60, that'd be great. Our opponent is already growing at a decent pace, but he's pretty bordered off, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to start making my way over right now to block him off, though. I may have wanted to start expanding a little bit earlier to be able to get out there faster, but I still don't see a problem in how quickly I can cut him off. I am holding around the same amount of points that he has, a bit more, so I'm not too worried about any attacks from him. Still trying to work on just making sure that he can't get too far out of reach. Make sure my border's not too weak. I don't want him to pass me. I'll let him take that bot. I'm just going to keep working on this one, save my points. We are still holding more points than he is, but I don't want to push off an attack into him. The bots around us are getting a little bit more powerful, so I want to make sure I'm still able to just wipe them out in one hit. And I definitely have the ability to take much more land than he can. That was a bad timing on 368 for the record. And he realized it was over. He did surrender, so I got to throw up a handshake real fast because he's still in the game. Good game. Give him some love. And that is a third win in a row. I would say that we should go ahead and do another one here. Okay. So we got at least 50. It's not quite 60, but I'm still okay with it. I don't like his positioning for him. I'm going to go right here and be aggressive. Go for 45%, and we get our growth on early. I want to be ready to attack him right away. Not like right away, but pretty quick. And I'm not expanding my attack because I don't want to spend my points on it. I'm going to go ahead and take out a couple bots here a little bit early. Now I'm just going to throw in an attack on him. And that did it. That did it. I'm usually not that aggressive, but it worked. And that gets us up to 115.4. So I think that's 5 points that we've earned in this video here. Unfortunately, that's going to be about the time that I allow for my videos. So I'm going to say that we had some good wins here. I felt like it was good because I might be a little bit rusty after a whole weekend of not playing any 1v1 games. So at least it worked out well for me anyways. It would have been nicer to have a challenge, but hopefully in the next video we'll see a little bit more of a challenge. And again, just one last shout out to Bertold. I love shouting out my community members who are doing really well as I would like to throw out a shout out for Pizza 11 and their YouTube channel. I will put a link for them in the description down below. I love shouting out any of the active members in my community who also have content that they would like to share. But that's going to do it for this video here. As always, don't forget to hit the like button. The more likes I see, the more I know this is the kind of content I should be making. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the near daily content I have coming out. And be sure to join our Discord. Link will be in the description below. I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever it is for you at the time you're watching this. And until the next video.